Now this is doing exactly what I thought it would do. It's tracking it really well. But will it track it this well when I turn it over horizontally? Hello, I'm Charlie and welcome back to my channel. So when you're scanning with these handheld scanners, which way do you hold it? Do you hold it upright like this? Or do you hold it horizontal and down like this? With a scanner like the Sermoon S1, you naturally hold it upright. But with the Sermoon P1, because of the way it's built, it simulates holding it horizontally, doesn't it? Because you've got the handles on the side here and the lens is left and right, it holds it horizontally. In my last video, I compared the Sermoon S1 and the Sermoon P1, and I concluded from that video with the test that I did scanning the training shoe that the Sermoon P1 was the better scanner. The Sermoon S1 kept losing the tracking around the toe of the shoe. Now, an eagle-eyed viewer of mine made a comment, is it anything to do with the orientation of the scanner? And that got me thinking, maybe it is. So in this video, I'm going to put it to the test. I'm going to scan one item, I'm going to scan it horizontally and vertically with the Sermoon S1 and see which one's better, if any. Maybe they're both the same. Maybe horizontal's better. Maybe vertical's better. I don't know yet. So, if you want to see how I get on, stick around. I'm going to get right into it now. Okay, so the scanning item today then is going to be this light, and I've chosen this for the shape of it, and that'll all become evident shortly if my theory is correct. But obviously if it's not, I'm just going to keep quiet about it. Let's get started with this then. So at the time of this video, just for transparency, Creality scan is at 4.2.2. Let's do blue laser mode without markers, and I'm going to come down to 0.25 millimeters. And in this one, I'm going to scan it, holding it that way, the natural way you would scan something. Let's point it at the flashlight, and let's start. Keeping our eye on the preview window. I ain't too worried about how well the actual scan comes out. I just want to make sure that it can scan it, it can track it, and we don't get any doubling up, which is what we had on the other item, isn't it? So it's starting to turn blue in places, which means it will be at 0.25 millimeter resolution. Coming around the side. Now what I'm looking for when I'm scanning this is whether it wobbles, because wobbling is a sign that it's just about to lose tracking. So let's come down to the bottom a little bit. See if I can just come over to the top. Now the eagle-eyed ones amongst you will see that I've put a little bit of scanning spray on this, and that's because there's a little bit of black on there. We've got this lens at the front, which I don't think will scan. Even now with the scanning spray on, it's not going to scan it, look. I thought it might actually, but it's not. But I've done that because, as I say, this is not to see whether the detail will come out. This is to see whether it will actually track it, whether it'll actually scan it, and whether it'll actually track it. So let's come over to the top a little bit, making sure that I'm keeping as much in that frame as I can. If you look at the preview screen on the right there, I'm trying to keep it all in at once. Over onto the top, and I'm starting to turn blue. Now this is doing exactly what I thought it would do. It's tracking it really well. But will it track it this well when I turn it over horizontally? So let's just finish off the top. Let's see if I can get the top a bit blue. Wobbling a little bit there, look, because I'm at the top and there isn't many features in there, but it's only a touch of a wobble. Come down to the side. Now then, have I got underneath the back of that handle? Let's see if I can get underneath the back of that handle. Looking at the preview screen to see whether the whole of it's in. Okay. I thought I'd actually get a bit more of that screen by putting some scanning spray on it, but obviously not. Okay, so that's done then. Let's finish that scan off. Let's just get rid of some of this base. Now, one thing I really, really hate about this software is the fact that you've got to press the middle mouse button to move things around. It's just so unnatural. Okay, so how's that done then? Let's have a quick look around. Now, I haven't fused this yet. This is just obviously the basic scan, isn't it? But for the purposes of this video, that's all we need to see. Is there any doubling up I'm looking for? I'm not worried, as I say, about the fact that it hasn't got that screen. I'm not worried it hasn't got 3 of them gaps there. But is there any doubling up? There isn't, is there? Look down at the battery. That looks okay as well. I'm sure that if I was to fuse that and export it, that would be a decent scan. So new scan, blue lasered again, without markers, 0.25 millimeters resolution, preview. And this time I'm just going to hit this button here, look, rotate 90 degrees, and that rotates it over now. So when I hold this in this orientation now, it will actually look upright. And let's see how we get on. Okay. So straight away I got a bit of wobbling then, but I think that was because I went round to the front where there's no features because of the glass. So let's go around this way, keeping that in the frame, coming all the way around. Look at the top. Now I'm wobbling. Now I've got a bit of a wobble at the top on the last one, so let's come down again. And let's scan round to the base. Now how's that looking to you? It's not as good to me, this isn't. Wobbling all over the place. Now when I had it standing up, when I had it vertical, it scanned this well, didn't it? On the same distance away. Now I think that's made a mess of that. So let's stop it and have a look. Okay, so that's made a mess of that, hasn't it? So on that test then, on that test alone, vertical was better than horizontal, wasn't it? But I'm not finished yet. I want to just show you something there then. I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to put it down like that and I'm going to do exactly the same again. New scan, blue laser, without markers, preview, and I'm going to have it vertical. So on the last one, vertical was better, wasn't it? And let's see how we get on. Oh, hang on a minute, I'm all over the place, aren't I? Oh, I was wobbling a little bit there. Let's come round to this side. Let's come round the base. Nice and steady. Nice and steady around the base. Come up a bit, see if I can get the top in. How's that looking to you? Bit of wobbling there. I've got it all in. I've filled the frame again like I did before. Bit of wobbling. Let's have a look what's happened, shall we? Okay, so that's started to double up there, hasn't it? Yeah. You see, it's doubled up that corner there. You see all these bits here are doubling up. That's a shadow of that, isn't it? And that's obviously where it thought that was to start with. Okay, so that's the scanning done then. What can we conclude from that? Let's just have a quick look at these scans again. If you look at scan one there, so the scanner's vertical and the workpiece is vertical, and as you can see, it turned out a nice scan. This one, the workpiece again was vertical and the scanner was horizontal. And it couldn't scan it, it kept doubling up. And on this one here, we've got the workpiece being horizontal and the scanner being vertical. And that's failed as well. So what do we think's happened here? The first time we scanned vertical was good, but the second time we scanned vertical with the workpiece being horizontal, didn't. And this is why I chose this item, being tall and thin, because it just goes to prove my point. My theory was, you've got to basically fill the frame. When you fill the whole frame with the workpiece, to give the scanner the maximum opportunity to grab all the features, you get the best result. So it doesn't matter if it's vertical or horizontal, the name of the game is filling the frame. So therefore, on the first one, when the workpiece was vertical and the scanner was vertical, you basically filled the whole frame in, didn't you? You could fill the whole frame to keep all the features in. So then when you went round it like this, it kept the features in. When we then put the scanner to be horizontal, you was only taking horizontal strips of the workpiece to scan it. So then as you went round, as you're scanning the top bit here, you're not using the features of the bottom bit to lock the scanner in. You're just using the top bit. Then the scanner comes down, it then scans the bottom bit, but it's not using the top bit to lock it in. But when it was vertical, you could see the whole lot. So when we then turn the workpiece over to be horizontal and held the scanner in a vertical position, we was in exactly the same boat, wasn't we? We was only looking at strips of it. We wasn't looking at it as a whole, so therefore it couldn't scan it. So there you go then. Horizontal or vertical, doesn't really matter. You've just got to make sure that you fill the frame with features, and then you're going to get the best result possible. So, till the next time, thanks for watching.